From rapping to boxing to true love, Clarenzo Shields talks about it all. So let's talk about it. They 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 talk about it. Welcome back to She Could Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Gangali. Hey. And that's Gangalee on all streaming platforms if you want to check out my music. Look for the red glasses, look for the locks. You'll tell me if I can rock, okay? Okay. But over here on YouTube, on She Could Talk the Podcast, I react to everything. I react to news, sports, crimes, musicians, politicians, YouTubers, TikTokers. If they're talking about it, I'm talking about it. Okay? Okay. So now I'm back over here. And a lot of people were telling me I'm calling Claressa out of her name. And I'm not. I'm actually respecting the gangster, if that makes any sense. So what I wanted to do was do a little deeper dive because people have been hitting me up. Shout out to you all. Because people have been hitting me up, sending me stuff like, hey, look into this, look into that. And because I'm a curious-minded person, I shall look into it. You know, so we saw clips of this interview, which is from $1 Million Game. Shout out to $1 Million Game, $1 million worth of game podcast with Wallow and Gilly. You know, infamous now because Layla also put the clips up originally in her, part 1, part 2, excuse me, reactions or receipts, I should say. Okay, so what I wanted to do was do like a little semi-deeper dive. I'm not going through the whole interview. I'm not doing that. But I just wanted to react to a couple of things here. So we know she was rapping, or she dropped, I should say, a single. So I wanted to hear her talk about that a little bit. Talk about how her and Papoose, excuse me, Papoose met and who hollered at who first, because, that's good stuff. E-kisses for love, right? Allegedly. And then, we just go on from there. So I wanted to get into it because, a lot of people also think that I'm disrespecting her or I hate her. I don't. But I'm just going down the rabbit hole, guys. And I'm taking you with me. Shall you? Shall we? I should say. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is the interview with Wallow and Gilly, $1 Million worth of game. She had Papoose, and this girl's name escaped me, Blaze. I see her name says Blaze, so maybe it's Blaze, Blase. I don't know, but we'll get into it. Forgive me, because I'm just going down the rabbit hole.
She hit me, she like, I want to get up. Man, what you want to get on? Open up this, open up that. What you want to get on? Any song you want to get on? What you talking about? This the champion. What is you talking about? Come on, girl.
Hold up. But did Papoose write these bars? I'm just asking. I gotta ask.
First of all, I want to say something, right? Go ahead. Pap writes way better than that. Y'all gotta give him more credit.
But still,
he's a wordsmith. He's gonna make me say words that I don't even know how to spell. Mm-hmm. So when you hear me rapping and I'm saying that, you be like, Claressa, she don't even know what that word.
So one thing I want to say, I do respect Papoose as an MC. Not me necessarily, but in certain circles, some people even say that when Pap and Rem was together, that he might have lended a pen or two her way, allegedly, right? I respect him as a MC. I do. And with me being an MC, it's kind of disheartening to see that he lets a lot of this stuff fly, if that makes any sense. You couldn't have reined in a little bit. But all right, I digress. I don't want to seem like I'm biased. Let's go. Clarenzo is on it.
For me, he wrote it.
Okay.
But come on now.
So if you said something like the Aliyala G's.
Yeah. Then you'll be like, all right. But to say Olympic and Ozempic, it makes sense.
Yeah, it did.
It makes sense.
It
But
did.
my girl her credit. Yeah.
I'm giving her props.
No,
I'm just
I
asking.
No, we
definitely-
just asking because you know what the people would say. You know what I mean?
But now
Pat
hold
wrote
on.
that.
Don't act like if you don't know better, you don't do better.
Right.
I definitely hits my man up like, hey, I just laid this, listen to this, and he'll tell me, okay, 1 through 10, that's an 8. 1 through 10, that's a 5. You got to do this
Let's
better.
go
Start
back.
rapping so loud, like he
I'm
do
not
give
even
me
gonna go
great
back.
feedback
I'm gonna
like
go
that. But
back.
as far okay, 1 through 10, that's
Bob.
an 8.
We'll go back.
Like if you don't know better, you don't do better.
Right.
I definitely hits my man up like, hey, I just laid this, listen to this, and he'll tell me.
Do you know, I ain't gonna say that. But anyway, before we go further, just look at everybody's face. I feel like everyone's more so looking down at Pap in reference to these two. She's looking at her. Pap is looking down. And them two over there like, all right. My opinion. I'm just watching and reacting.
Okay, 1 through 10, that's an 8. 1 through 10, that's a 5. You got to do this better. Stop rapping so loud. Like he do give me great feedback like that. But as far as in writing for me, no.
Okay.
Teamwork make the dream work.
That's what he's talking about. He know. Now, how is it like? How is it knowing that nobody want to fight you?
I mean, I'm not gonna say nobody wants to fight me, but nobody thinks they can beat me in a fight.
I seen that thing with you and Layla Ali going on. Is that's not gonna happen? That fight?
Come on now, listen.
Did she turn the money down?
She did, and I'm gonna take the high road like Terrence Crawford and say she was the best in her era. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Ann Wolf was the best in her era, and I'm the best in this era. Layla Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
No, come on, we ain't gonna do
no,
that.
that
Now, I apologize because I don't mean to repeat, or I'm not trying to gaslight in any way. I'm just getting to a point.
She
Come
was
on,
in
come
there,
on,
right? She
Layla
was in
can
there
rumble
fighting.
though.
she can't rumble like Ann Wolf. I said who's the best from that era. Ann Wolf would have knocked Layla Ali out. You know who Ann Wolf is?
Yeah.
So if Ann Wolf, well, I'm just saying, I'm just going to go one more time. If Ann Wolf would have knocked Layla out, then fight Ann Wolf. She says she still got some hamburgers in her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm glad you know.
Okay.
Because you know she would have knocked Layla so pretty out.
Look at them.
That's truth.
See when you talking. Damn, it's hard to even come back for this one because I love Layla too. I love you, and it's just like I just wanted to see some competitive action going on.
Right.
I don't think it'd be as competitive as everybody think. I think that she's a big woman. She got big hands, big feet, big head. But as far as in boxing skills, boxing.
Look at this girl's face. We're going to rewind it just a little bit. Look at this girl who's sitting smack dead in the middle of all of this. She's like, oh my God. I'm just up here because I have a song. I thought we was promoting a song. She got caught in the middle of this. Let's go back a little bit. Look at her face. She's kind of like, say the right thing. Be nice. Be nice. Look at her face right here. You see my mouse, y'all? But listen, watch her. Let's go.
Big hands, big feet, big head. But as far as in boxing skills, my boxing skills are way better than hers.
She said big hands, big feet, big head. He said, oh gosh, I don't know how to take that. Gilly. Look at Wallow over here. So they asked her something to see how, how she's gonna lead. Disrespect. She led with disrespect. They're interested. They're looking at her. They're also looking at Papoose down at the end, like, what's going on?
So you think this would just be a young champion beating up an old champion?
He said, so do you think this would just be a young champion beating up an old champion? Like, why? She don't even have a belt. Like, what I'm saying? She does, and she's retired though, but she's not active. Like, why?
Oh, this would just be the greatest woman of all time, showing why she's the greatest woman of all time. And then that is levels. That's all I'm saying.
Look at her face right here. Watch her.
saying like, listen, even in Layla Ali prime, she couldn't beat me in a fight. That's honestly God's truth. Like when I first got into boxing, because I'm a realist, because my coach always told me since I was like 14, he was like, Rest, you the best woman boxer ever. And I was thinking to him, I tell him, I'm like, no, I'm not. And he would say, yes, you are. And I would go online and I would look up best female fighters. And the first woman that popped up actually was Franchon Cruz, who was getting ready to go to the Olympics. Because she was who they had favored to go the first time in 2012. And then that's before I came along. And then I looked up who was next, and then it was like Layla Ali and Ann Wolf. So I'm looking up all these girls' fights and looking at their footage. And at the age of 14, I was like, I can beat all of them at 14. It's interviews and it's paperwork where I actually said it. I said, I can beat those girls. And somebody told me, like, don't think you're biting off more than you can chew, saying you can beat up Layla Ali. I said.
And I'll say this, minus that last part right there. You should feel confident about your work. You should. No one is not telling you to not feel confident. We're rooting for you to feel confident about your work. The disrespect, though, and I think, so this is me trying to get into the mind of a boxer. Follow me, guys. Don't, no disrespect, because I love the sport. I'm a spectator. You know, I love it. So this is what I think. Maybe she was young fighting older women. Possibly. Right? You know, because she just said it. She was like 16, 14. Like, I could beat them. In a competitive realm, which is understandable. Right? Because if you're not fighting another 14-year-old, because it's not really normal work for a 14-year-old to be out there boxing. Right? So I get that. Her competitors were older. So her mindset is always to take out an older opponent. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. Is that something? Possibly. All right.
How am I biting off more than I can chew when it's the truth? I'm a better boxer than her now. I wasn't figuring in size at the age of 14 and all that stuff, but when I seen them boxing and I seen how they was moving, they fought like girls.
I took two things that I love, dancing and
them fighting against the men since I was 13. So it was like I was beating up men in the gym, and I've never been told like, oh, you fight like a girl. I've never heard that a day in my life. So
she was beating up men in the gym, and she never heard that she fight like a girl, while other people fight like girls.
When I watched them, I'm like, this is a girl fighting, this is a woman fighting, and she moved just like a woman, and she's not fast as me, she's not as explosive, and that's what I look at. So I was being a realist. And she don't like that. She want everybody just to bow down and say she's the best when she's not.
I think it's the confidence though, y'all. I think you gotta look at that confidence. Imagine me at 14 and saying, I can beat that person. Or you could say it, but to know that, to feel that in your heart, I think that's a confidence, that type of confidence that need to be taught though.
Now, Pap, I'm gonna ask you a real question. And don't shit me, Pap. You gotta be real about this. When us and the GOAT was in Vegas, we did a Ventures episode with her. She hit me with a body shot, and I went to go sit down so I could so I had to restart my air passages, right? Because I had to figure things out. She hit me with a body shot. She didn't notice what happened though, because I was real cavalier about how there was this real undercover. Now, has there ever been a time where y'all be in the house and she hit you, she tuned you up here and there when y'all play fight? Did she ever tune you? Don't lie, Pat. Don't lie, because she hit me with I felt the body shot. Yo.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you see how they do? Like, they're very warm, inviting. You know what I'm saying? I like Wallow. That was Wallow just talking. And I like Gilly. That's Gilly right here on Froze. But I like them. You know, I love them because they have a good personality, warm and inviting. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like their spidey senses tingle too.
Did she ever tune you up?
My opinion. I'm just watching.
Baby, didn't I tell you take that?
Did I tell you
trash out?
Trash it. Did she ever tune you up?
Didn't I tell you take that trash?
See, I'm telling you, man. You see, she smiled. She ain't saying nothing. She a good woman. See, she's a good.
She had a look on her like I had to hit him with a jab.
She teach me stuff though.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I learned from her. Hell yeah.
I hold the pads for him and show him stuff and show him some of my techniques, but. And we like play wrestle sometimes, but
she don't want to see. She ain't saying that.
He don't like
I
play
had him in the
wrestling with
figure
me.
4 leg lock the other day. He tapped out.
Nah, like I be more trying to choke pap.
You tell your age, Gil.
I be like trying to choke pap. I don't be trying to hit him. I be trying to choke him.
He said I had wait. He said I gotta go back because that was so funny. Gilly said I had Pap in a finger four leg lock the other day, and so Pap said, "Oh, you showing your age because you know they're different."
I get behind him because he heavy-handed and he way bigger than me.
She be
He way
UFC.
bigger than me. So it's like, I don't even want
They
to throw
funny
him
to me.
but we wrestle and play around all the time. But I don't be hitting on Pap. I love him. I love him.
I just be learning. That's all.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He on the
when-
path to me too.
That's
You
crazy
seen
that, like, your woman be in the house like, no, keep this tucked in. It get fired from here. You know what I'm saying? No, see, because listen, right? If you lead with this hand, you got to understand this is over. So you got to swing and come to this side.
You see how they do?
Then you turn it like.
They funny.
It is your average woman though. This is
I know.
growth right here. So I'm
I
like,
know.
listen, man. First of all, I was a fan before I met her, so
Yeah.
I'm already like, oh, I gotta learn. You know what I mean, how you do this? How you do that? What you doing this? So I just be learning.
No, I'll be seeing you in there.
Look at this.
Now,
he Pat Mayweather, little old Rahi. I be seeing you.
Yeah, for sure.
I be seeing you in there with the pad work.
Nah, I love boxing, man. I always love boxing. I'm a big fan of boxing. You know
now,
what I'm saying?
Whoa, I seen you one time, right? And it was something that was, you could tell your energy was off based off of what you was talking about. You was on the Breakfast Club, and you was just talking about how people taking advantage of you financially, and you looked at so like,
Disgusting.
you looked at so, you was just like, you was real like hurt. You was so hurt. I wasn't just listening to what you were saying. I was looking at you could just see your pain, and it was like, how do you deal with that? Like, you know, doing so much for people, not people telling you it's not enough, and you just doing it out the kindness of your heart, and it's like they don't appreciate enough. How did you get?
And trust me, that's rough stuff. I understand.
Did you overcome that, or you still going through it? Like, how did you deal with them type of situations?
Honestly, I can say like, you know, my boxing career and everything with me has just been going up, and up. And then since I met Pap, you get, you know, more eyes and more attention and all this stuff. And for me, I just kind of isolated myself, honestly, and I don't know how I would have directed the past year and a half without having Pap tell me.
I don't know what it is, but I don't know why this girl's face right here tells it all for me. I don't know. My spidey senses be tingling, but let's go.
To calm down, not to go off, not to crash out, because I was really ready to like just tell everybody like, man, you know, we want to jump on our phone and let everybody have it, and I was about to jump on live and just kind of let them all have it.
And that's what she used to do, especially on YouTube. Go live and just air it out. Argue with the people in her comments. Go crazy.
Like, yeah, I'm done with this person. If you did this, you did that, you stole this, you stole that. And I think it was more of a thing for me to realize that I got so much ahead of me, and you really can't be mad at people who are just ungrateful.
First jab.
Huh?
Who threw the first jab?
So, you know, like I said, I'm not going through the whole stuff. I just kind of wanted to highlight that to see, like, you know, to kind of highlight how Wallow and Gilly are. They're funny. They're going to welcome anyone. They're going to make everyone feel welcome. This girl in the middle also wanted you to watch her reaction throughout it. She didn't really say much. They promoted their song in the beginning, and then after that, she was just kind of like in the way, for lack of a better word. And then as the video goes on, as the interview goes on, she actually is no longer in the middle. But because I think, in my opinion, her face says it all. Look at her as they're asking. So right now, look at them right now. Look at all three of their faces. They're all just like me when I saw this. They're all like, who hollered at who first? He said, who threw the first jab? Everyone, all three of them know exactly what's going on. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. I ain't staying long. All right, let's
You
continue.
realize that I got so much ahead of me, and you really can't be mad at people who are just ungrateful.
First jab.
Huh?
Who threw the first jab in a
Listen,
relationship?
who hollered and who
Tina.
Who
first?
took the shot?
Oh,
What'd you say?
What would you
no,
say?
definitely Pap.
Pat took the shot.
Pap hollered at me.
She DM'd me.
She DM'd you.
I met her.
So she said Pap took the first shot. He says quickly right after that, She DM'd me. So, you know, Pap is in the same age group as Gilly, Wallow, and their wives, etc., respectively. So, you know, they're like, Pap, you let us know what it is. Look at Pap's face. She DM'd me. Let's continue.
She said I like that
She
verse.
slid in your DM. Oh! She slid.
And before I go there, because look at his face. Before I go there, Wallow is known for doing like dramatics. Oh, wait. He's known for doing dramatics. Before I go there, let me go back a little bit. He's known for doing dramatics. But for some reason, I felt like this was a little different. Me just watching. My opinion. I'm not saying nothing. Let's go.
She DM'd you.
I met her at the Shakur
She said I like that
Oh, she
verse.
slid in your DM.
Watch this.
She slid.
Listen, right?
She slid in the DM. She slid in his DM.
Batman had to fight. She made Shakur fight. Then what happened?
Now watch that. Watch that. Look at that.
She slid up in his DM. Use a DM.
If you old school, if you're from a generation, you know that's all jokes.
Killer. She a DM killer.
On
First
jokes.
and foremost, when I saw Metro Court fight, which I wonder was y'all there. It was up in Newark. It was July 6th. It was 2024. I feel like I saw it. So she tries to go for the armbar. She gets me in it.
So this right here. Yeah, I was like, oh, you calling that girl out her name? You know she's a woman. I know she's a woman. I do my research. And I'm not going to make up a name for anyone. I'm going to respect the name that they self-proclaim and give themselves. So if I call someone by the name, trust me, I've done my research. She's going to tell you about her alter ego, Clareenzo Shields. Self-proclaimed. Clareenzo. Let's go.
I'm grabbing my arm, make sure she don't break my arm. Then the bell rang. I said, all right, we just survived another round. But when I looked over there the third round, second round, I looked from across the ring. She was over there. And I was still kind of, I said, oh, this bitch tired. I said, okay. She done wrestled me enough. I said, but what she gonna try to do is try to wrestle me just the last 5 minutes, just keep me on the
What's your
ground.
corner
She
stand?
wanna win. They was like, go out there.
And before we do that, notice the girl is gone in the middle. Look at these two. Look at how Pap is leaning a little bit forward, coaching her on what to say. Allegedly.
She done wrestled me enough. I said, but what she gonna
I've seen that behavior before. It was like, and then what happened? And then what you say?
try to wrestle me just the last 5 minutes, just keep me on the
What's
ground.
your corner
She
stand?
wanna win. They was like, go out there and land the fucking right
hand, right.
He was like, Clarenzo, where's Clarenzo at? Where's, I wanna fucking meet Clarenzo. I said, okay.
Who the fuck is Clarenzo?
Crazy.
I want to rewind that for y'all who say that I'm disrespecting Clareenzo. This is Clareenzo. Let Clareenzo speak for himself.
And land the fucking right
Right hand, right.
He was like, Clarenzo, where's Clarenzo at? Where's, I wanna fucking meet Clarenzo. I said, okay.
Who the fuck is Clarenzo?
Crazy part of that. That's the crazy part.
That's what I think goes.
Fuck is that the Puerto Rican version of you?
No.
What the
That's
fuck
who
is
I
Dominican
turned into
version of
with my
Clarenzo?
No me recuerda, Clareenzo.
For real.
Who the, cause at first I'm like, Clarenzo, who the fuck is
That's what she turned
Clarenzo?
into when she go in the ring.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Clarenzo, like, did he?
What did Pap say?
For real.
Who the, cause at first I'm like, Clarenzo, who the fuck is
That's what she turned
Clarenzo?
into when she go in the ring.
I'm like,
Yeah.
That's what she
Clarenzo,
turns
like,
into.
did he?
Clarenzo come in when it's really time to win and lock in. Clarenzo come in and he like, he or she is like Kobe. You know,
She tried to clean it up. Look at these two faces. Wallow has not taken that hand off that chin. Okay, let's go.
we finna get
So
80.
hold on, you just turned into a Dominican man?
Wait a minute. I got it.
It's Claressa with a boy named Renzo.
That's crazy.
It's Clarenzo.
Did you see Wallow? Wallow said, that's crazy. So you call yourself, you know, like how Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, her alter ego. You know, like, give yourself a little. Her whole alter ego is a man named Clarenzo. But y'all was mad at me thinking that I was giving this girl a name. I'm just doing my research.
Pat hate when I
They like, we need the dog. Bring Lorenzo out.
I done told her stop saying this shit.
Wait. Look, read the room. First of all, I think Wallow's probably like the most nicest guy there. I don't know any of them personally. But Wallow, look at Wallow. He's like the most nicest guy there. But he's very analytical. What he's thinking. Gilly, jokester. Pap is her boyfriend. Her true love. Clarenzo's true love. Another man. And he's laughing. So we're going to go back a little bit. And he said, I don't like it. I told her stop using it.
They like, we need the dog. Bring Lorenzo out.
I done told her stop saying this shit.
Look, they laughing. I'm telling you.
That's a wild joint. That confused the shit. I'm like, Lorenzo. I'm saying, like, who the fuck Lorenzo?
No. So third round, I go out there and I landed on her. Boom. She get wobbly. She had to go for
Back
my
to
legs.
her
I
story
sprawled on
because
her.
it's all about
I
me.
was supposed to sprawl the whole fight. Finally get the third round. Sprawled on, put my head, put my hands and my legs on her motherfucking head, and I said, what we gonna do here? And coach was like, try to grab my leg. He was like, remove her arm from your leg. I looked at him. He said, I said, oh, just move her arm. Okay, easy. And then I got on top of her and I grounded, pounded her, and I hit her with 90 punches in 1 minute. And then the ref called the fight off. When I tell you, I got a mean ground to pound. But it was like I was.
That's that Flint shit.
All that frustration that I had, and I was just hoping to God, I said, I hope I'm not saying the B word while I'm punching her, because sometimes when you be fighting, you be like, I was hoping I wasn't saying it because it's unprofessional.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, how they gonna tell you how to be professional in fucking fight?
How you gonna be professional when you in crazy mode? How the fuck do you do that?
I don't
You was
think
Clarenzo.
Yeah.
I'm in crazy.
Yo, I'm trying to be composed. But y'all be thinking it literally writes itself. I'm just reacting and bringing things to you that has been brought to me. Clarenzo is no joke. They're all sitting there in awe of Clarenzo. So anyone who says that I'm calling them out their name, no, it is the man inside that drives them.
I think I'm in win.
But first of all, motherfucker had her down on the mat like this for 10 minutes. Come here. She rolled her motherfucker like you ain't coming with.
Not for real.
Shut the
Look.
fuck
And
up.
she worried about if she called herself.
She worried about if she on top.
Your life was on line.
No, but I don't.
Your life was on line.
For real.
Let me just tell you something. When you and Pap ever had disagreements, don't turn the fuck into Lorenzo.
Don't do that.
Make sure you
Hey,
stay
sometimes-
Claressa. All right.
Sometimes it be like he need a good one. I was like, you know what, you.
Nigga come out with a rose, be like, didn't I tell you put Lorenzo the fuck up? She always want to wrestle. Here we go.
And look at Pap just laughing. She's trying to get her point across on a serious note, thinking that she's having great opportunities to sit down with, good people and have good talks. And I'm pretty sure they had some talks. But it was more jokes than talks. Because it's kind of like, hindsight is 2020. I'm not saying much. And I'm not leaning left or right. I'm just I'm going down rabbit holes. But I just wanted to do this one because anyone that says that you're calling out her name and you're being mean now and you're being paid to do this. No. My spidey senses have been tingling for about 6 months. I've loved her since T-Rex. She named herself Clarenzo. I respect the name and I call her Clarenzo because that's her name. That's the man in her. I'm just saying. So now I'm just falling down the rabbit hole and looking at things And it's not bullying, it's not a hate campaign, nothing like that. I'm just observing and reacting. So before anyone says anything, let's go back again one more time because they're laughing at it.
He'll be like, didn't I tell you put CLARENZO the fuck up? She always want to wrestle. Here we go.
Now we wrestled for about 30 minutes. He be sweating and everything. I was like,
I know we do. You be trying ground and pound him.
He'd be like, man, this motherfucker in shape.
Throwing him in headlocks and shit, trying to choke him out. But no, so you know what I really.
The thing that I wanted to say about that was they were joking about how aggressive and all the time. And you know, you could be like, oh no, she's an athlete. She's supposed to be like that. And I get that. And I get that. But I've seen some athletes, especially recently, I've seen some athletes that are graceful. You know, and Layla Ali included. Because she kicked the gate open. But I've seen some other boxers come through graceful, talking. He's like, wow, she's even more beautiful because of just talking. Not doing anything. And I'm not saying that she's not, because I think Claressa's a beautiful girl. But like I said a couple of months ago, you got to read the room and you got to see who is for you. Why did old girl leave? This one right here. What I'm putting my mouse on. Why did she leave? And some people might, oh, she had nothing to do with the rest of the interview. Y'all could have did an interview and at the end you could have promoted your song with her and brought her out at the end. That was kind of awkward. Her face said a lot. Go back and look at the full interview. I just did the highlights, but the reason why I wanted to highlight this was because people was like, "Oh, why are you calling her CLARENZO?" You heard her. You heard Papoose tell her he didn't like it. So I don't know. I don't even want to say Papoose is catching strays. I don't know. You know, I told you how I feel about that. I'm from the Black Love era. I'm from the, Remy Ma, husband, the bed. I'm from that era. And I'm not trying to be biased because I understand, but maybe a little bit of me is a hopeless romantic, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But am I like rooting for you or doing that? No, I have no horse in this race. I'm just reacting. I'm a reaction channel. That's what I do. But I'm going to leave it right there. And I want to bring that to y'all and y'all tell me what y'all think. So join me in the comments. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Okay? And right now, I'm going to hit you with the motto and I'm going to hit you with the brand. If you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend. And from my lips to your ears, you know I love you. But what I need you to do is love me. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications, okay? Hit the like button. Then go ahead and share it. Tell a friend, and tell a friend. And until next time, it's your girl Gangali. And it's She Could Talk to Podcast. And I'm out. Peace.